Ah.
Hi, this is a presentation looking at James Grunic. As you may know, is one of the main theorists of modern public relations theory. Today we want to go over a few things about not only his theories, but again, as you can see, criticisms, origins, basic concepts, his contribution, and of course, his famous excellence theory. So, drawing from his origins, his work, particularly with the creation of excellence theory, was drawn from a grant from the IABC for about $400,000. Now, from this grant, he was able to produce what is now known today within the field as the excellence theory. Now, the excellence theory is basically a theory, it's a hybrid of different systems theories that are put together to create sort of a model, or is known as this edifice, for the ways that PR and public relations communications should occur, not only within offices or organizations, but in companies as well. So in particular, we're looking at the flow of communication. So the flow of communication here, particularly we want to look at is what's known as two-way theory. Now, two-way symmetrical theory is a way where communication and information will flow freely between both stakeholders and decision makers, particularly those in a management role. Now, what this sets out to do is this includes all publics. Okay, so basically anyone who is involved or has some sort of relation to an issue in a company. Okay, so what this allows for is for all people involved to give feedback or to give ideas about how something may occur. Now, the idea is through doing this, ultimately, the best form of communication or the best result for a company can be produced by having many ideas included. Now, with traditional theories, essentially management will make ideas and they will sort of delegate that or exert their power onto an audience. For example, maybe a boss in a company giving ideas or policy to the staff. Now, looking at that, this idea has basically set down the foundation of modern theory. Now, within the research, a growing body is showing that there's sort of a disconnect between academics and practical application of his theories. Having said that, many companies are still borrowing from this idea, and essentially this has set the tone for future research. Either those people who are for this theory and want to validate it further, or those who are against it. Not only that, is it also sets the pace for how to validate PR function. So by validating it, he has proven that the significance of PR is necessary. Now, in today's age, a lot of the research will talk about wanting to have quantitative data to basically prove that having a PR specialist in a company it's worth the money. It's worth spending on someone. Talking about what they call ROIs, or return on investment theories. Okay? Having said that, though, his research shows that this will cut down on litigation, this will cut down on communication crises, strikes, all kinds of issues that may occur as a result of having bad communication within an organization. Having said that, there are criticisms that would exist within his theory. Most notably, we have that it is overly idealistic, that both, how can we say, either staff or management or all stakeholders are essentially giving ideas back and forth freely, and that everyone is playing on the same even field. Now, in modern companies and within organizations, it's very hard to apply, particularly when it comes to making decisions, a theory or an angle where everyone is creating one idea and there's no centralized idea making, or otherwise as people known as managerialism. Besides that, research, particularly from Holtzhausen, is also showing that meta-narratives, such as these theories, which are all-encompassing and sort of meant to guide policy, is slowly drifting away from that into a thinking that we should critique ourselves, and that theory and ideas should evolve. They shouldn't stand still, okay? And that things can change. And that through this sounding of critique, through dialogue, better ideas will come forth. Perhaps those ideas will build on meta-narratives, but resting your laurels upon ideas such as, say, excellence theory or two systems theory are no longer valid. Also included within that is also a sense of there's a possible obliteration effect occurring where, because there's, well, in this case from the IABC, so much money being invested, and there's so much that has been published and done about how great his theories are, that it has essentially suppressed other ideas, or at the very least has hesitated to say that these ideas are obsolete. So that is the long and short of James Grunick and his work. His work continues to evolve, but for our purposes here, this is his contribution to public relations. Thank you.